Hey guys, welcome to another video of Autofly. My name is Gautam Heble, and today I have a very exciting video for you guys. I have the beautiful MG Hector with me, and today I will be doing a full review and a drive where it's a POV drive, so it's very exciting. So it gives you the experience of how it is to drive this car. And finally, wait till the end because I have something very special to show you. The infotainment system of this car is amazing, and I will show you all the features which this car has to offer. So please like and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon for notifications every time I upload a new video. So first I want to talk about the exterior design of this car, and then I'll give you an idea of how the interiors are. So when you look at the front of this car, I think it has a very mean and aggressive stance. It gives you a feeling that you're driving something big, and I think it has a presence on the road. The front end, this is the grille. It's got chrome lining around the grille, which emphasizes the grille, and the bespoke MG logo, which is nice, visible and big. And of course, MG has a great history behind it, so that's one of the good features. Now, the headlights. All the lights on this car are full LED lights. So I think it looks very futuristic, and it gives this feeling that it's a new car and it has a lot of, they've adapted it to the future. Now the LEDs, these are the DRLs, so they're always on when the car is on. And I feel that this front end gives the feeling of a Range Rover Velar. That's my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. And the headlights are placed at the bottom of the car, which are projector headlamps and are quite powerful from what experience and what I've seen of this car. And overall, of course, there are parking sensors in the front, and this car has a 360-degree camera with sensors, so which is amazing. And when you're driving this car, it's pretty large, so having that feature is an added benefit. But more on that when I get into the interiors. Now, when you come to the side of the car, so the side of the car, it looks fairly large, actually quite large, and the only problem is the 17-inch alloys look a little small for the car, in my opinion. But overall, the car has a very nice profile, a side profile, and some lines which give it a nice cut and nice design feature. And of course, some more MG badges on the doors, and also which can act as door protectors in case you hit the wall or something like that. Now, when we talk about the back of the car, it also has an aggressive look. The tail lights, which actually work, are about this section and the same on the other side. And in the center, they've put like a fake tail light. And there's too much chrome in my opinion, but of course, it depends. Everyone has a different taste. And of course, the Hector branding, the MG, and their main feature of this car, which is this car has internet inside, which has its own SIM card, and it has a lot of connected features, which I will get to shortly. Now, something amazing. A very cool feature. I have the key in my pocket and I just stand in front of the car. So now if I stand like this, give it 2 seconds. Come on, come on, come on.
One eternity later.
Watch this. I didn't even do anything, and the tailgate opened on its own. It took a while, no doubt, but it worked. So now when I talk about the tailgate, one big major issue is the owner of this car told me something very interesting. Now, the lights are all on the tailgate. So now when you parked on a highway or something, the car does not have any indication that, you know, it's there. I mean, there are a few reflectors here, but that's about it. So there are no hazard lights or anything which you can switch on if you've parked on the side of the highway to give warning to other drivers or anything of that sort. So that's a little issue, but that's okay. I hope MG changes this, and I've heard that the MG Gloster has a different feature where the lights are also on the rest of the car and not only on the tailgate. So that'll be exciting to see. And also the reverse lights are little on the bottom. In my opinion, they're not very visible, but of course it depends on other people. Now when we talk about the boot, it's a 587 liter boot, which is large. Now if you shut this and if you open this, it's pretty large. You can easily fit 2-3 suitcases. And if you come closer, there is extra space down here, so you can store additional things. Now a little issue is that the wheel is under the car, so it's a little difficult to access for a simple person. You need some tools. Now, the main reason this car has this large boot is because the MG Hector is the same body which they've used for the MG Hector Plus. So they're just adding an additional row of seats in the same car in the same size. So in the MG Hector Plus, if you see the car, there is a little less boot space but an extra row of seats. So that's the reason this car has a larger boot. Now it's an automated tailgate, as you saw. So I just press this button and it shuts, which is very cool. Now I've heard that a lot of people say that the rear of this car, especially the taillights, give the feeling of an Audi Q5. So let me know in the comments again what you think about this. Now, the part which everyone would be waiting for, the engine options. This car has 3 main engine options, out of which 2 are petrol and 1 is diesel. In the petrol, you get 143 bhp and 250 Newton meters of torque, 1.5 liter engine. And the petrol has another variant, which is a mild hybrid version, in which you get a 48 volt battery. The power is the same, but there's a slight eco boost in the initial revs, which gives a good feeling, because I've test drove that car, and it increases the power just a little bit, but not the actual figures. The third option, which is this car, is the diesel variant. The diesel variant is a 2 liter, 170 bhp, 350 Newton meters of torque. So clearly, the diesel engine is one of the most powerful ones in this car. Now, if you look at the engine, I'll just open the bonnet up. It's very heavy, very heavy. And if I just do this, if you come closer and look, the engine bay is very neat. They've covered most of the parts. The battery is below this side. This is the engine, 2 liter engine, so it's pretty large. And this is where you put the wiper fluid. So it's a neat engine bay. It's plastic though, but that's okay. And it's pretty well oriented. So now I think it's time we jump into the car. So let's go for a drive. I'll see you in the car. Welcome to the MG Hector. I'm going to start the car now. So electronically adjustable seats. That is a great feature. And automatic windows. The steering wheel feels nice. This large screen here. The only issue is the infotainment system takes a while to start. Until then, you can't do anything in this car. This is the manual version. Now the car's on. Now, for a second, till this infotainment system starts, I cannot do anything. I cannot switch on the AC. I cannot do anything. So that's a little weird in my opinion. And I still can't do anything. There we go.
Welcome to MG. Happy driving.
Thank you, MG. Okay, now, so it's a nice semi-digital display. A lot of options here to choose from. You can do so much. Fatigue, radio, you can control your phone, navigation shows up on this screen. A lot of options. Current speed, volume. You can also start the voice from here, I think. Yes, you can.
I'm here.
Hello, MG.
I'm here.
Set the AC temperature to 18 degrees.
Temperature is set to 18 degrees Celsius.
There we go. Very cool. So now we start driving. Right off the bat, the clutch is extremely sensitive in this car. I mean, extremely sensitive. Look at that. It's got 350 Newton meters of torque, so it's pretty powerful. It has automatic rain wipers, mirror, this beautiful panoramic sunroof, all the controls over here. And we are on a bumpy road. This is an SUV, so let's go. Now, it's pretty comfortable. The suspension's good. The road is extremely bumpy, as you can see. I love how the display looks. Something weird that I've noticed is that the RPM meter is on the other side and the speedometer is on the left. And the RPM meter is mirrored, as in it increases in this fashion, which is not something I've seen in many cars. But the suspension is good, it's nice. There we go. Whoa. That was a big one. I'm trying to avoid the big speed bumps, but I'm going over the small ones just to get a feeling. And the car is doing a pretty good job, actually. The steering feels nice. It's good power steering. And I feel it's a little adaptive as you speed up. So when you speed up, it gets a little less sensitive. But when you're at lesser speeds, it's more sensitive. So I'm going to do a separate video for the infotainment system. But this is a little snippet. The 360-degree camera. It's very intuitive. It shows you all the sides of the car. It's adaptive. It changes with the steering wheel angle. You can see the back, you can see the front. It's very useful, especially in tight spots, because this car is fairly large. There's also an option to switch off the traction control, which is good. Adjustable mirrors. And of course, USB slots, aux, USB, storage space here. So there is a little turbo lag because when you accelerate, it doesn't accelerate for a second and then you suddenly get the power. Ugh. It's pretty powerful. I still can't wrap my head around this inverted RPM meter. I always think that's the speed, and then I see that the dial is reversed. But hey. Very comfortable car. But I think as you speed up, the suspension feels a little jiggly. Has a lot of body roll, maybe because of the height of the car, and it's a soft suspension.
So that was it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. But to conclude, this car is feature packed, it's beautiful, it looks pretty nice, and at 20 lakhs ex showroom, I think it's perfectly priced for the Indian market, especially because everyone is demanding for an SUV, and this gives you a bang for the buck. So please subscribe to my channel if you like my content, and I hope to see you in the next video. See you.